Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, online friends.
Very good morning.
Good morning. So, I would like to start with a question today. Who is considered as a father of logic? He taught Alexander the Great.
Can I go for the guess?
Yes? He was the student of Plato.
Aristotle.
Yes, Aristotle. He once said, quality is not an act, it is a habit. So, dear fellow Toastmaster and dear guest, I, Toastmaster Shirin, warmly welcomes you all to the meeting number 566 of our Invictus Toastmasters Club. And as your sergeant announced, I will guide you through the core values, mission of Toastmaster, and housekeeping rules. So, 4 shining core values. Our Toastmaster stands strong on 4 shining core values: integrity, respect, service, and excellence. And the mission of Toastmaster is to provide a positive and supportive learning environment to its members to develop their communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Right, Aman? So now, there are some housekeeping rules we all must follow. Number 1, as Toastmaster, we never interrupt anyone who is speaking here, delivering their speeches. Second, we are Toastmaster, we avoid discussing topics like sex, politics, and religion. And please keep your mobile phones on silent to avoid unnecessary distraction. Online friends, please add DM, TM, guest before your name and your role next to it for easy identification. And please keep your mic muted if you are not speaking, and please keep your cameras on while you are speaking. And if you have any technical problem, please feel free to contact our tech master or host of the meeting. And now, I truly believe that our presiding officer lives this code. Quality is not an act, it is a habit. Because in her case, quality is not occasional, it is consistent. She works as a medical content manager by day, and by evening, she turns into a passionate research scholar. She is a voracious reader. That's why we lovingly call her a smiling encyclopedia because of her knowledge. So please welcome our presiding officer, Toastmaster Dr. Sangeeta.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shirin. Do you know which meeting is this? Which number of meeting is this? 66. Okay. Can you tell me the overall number when we add 5 plus 6 plus 6? Yeah, it comes out to 8. And 8 is also a sign of infinity. Therefore, I wish all of you infinite success. And yesterday I was reading something and I found out I have some kind of limiting belief. My limiting belief is basically opportunities will come and go. As Laksh exposed me in his last speech, I am a real procrastinator. And one of my limiting belief comes through this. But yes, we have to be tenacious enough. So today, I really want everyone to write one limiting belief that you all have. You can just use your notes app or you can just write it down. One limiting belief that is stopping you from reaching that infinite success. Because I am also flawed, so let me write as well. I have written my limiting beliefs. Have you?
Yes.
Is there someone who is writing a lot of limiting beliefs?
Yes, there are a lot.
Thank you for being so honest because I do have, but I thought why to share so much, so I just wrote one. Have you written a limiting belief? I can just see one nod. What about the rest? Have you written a self-limiting belief? Look at the word or the sentence or the phrase. What do you feel? Okay, anxiety, I can hear one word. Another, anyone from here?
Fear of judgment.
Fear of judgment.
Fear of losing.
Okay, fear of losing. Okay. Fear, a lot of fear of a lot of things are there. What about online friends?
I read a lot of writing shairi.
But I want to hear the limiting belief. Like, why do you have a limiting belief? Is it a fear of anything or
No.
okay? Anybody else?
I think this is something that we make up to, um, give comfort to ourselves that this is the reason, that is why we are limiting. We are justifying our excuses. These are like excuses that we have made for ourselves to comfort ourselves.
Thank you for telling. Now, let me ask you, when you come to this stage and you are forced to speak, what happens there? Do you feel that fear is losing its grip? Do you feel the fear is losing the grip? Therefore, I would really love you all to renew and lose the overall grip. But for that, I also want, if you renew this time, what are the three things that you would want to change or you would want to see the change in you? Just write the three things, the 3 pointers that you would want to change. And I understand a lot of people would be writing fear of this, fear of that, fear of whatsoever. And first, let's write it. Are we done? And let me tell you, even if you want to leave these fear, you have to be very diligent enough. It's not only on this stage, but we all are in jobs or in colleges and all, and we are fearful enough because of those self-limiting beliefs. So what's stopping us is the most important question. And let me tell you, past weeks, definitely a lot of people have shared they have problems with in their work field, they have problems with their assignments, and a lot of things. And I really feel there is something, some lessons that we all are going through. So why not take or help with these lessons and help us to grow? And therefore, I would really, it would be a humble request if you all can renew as well. And I'm not telling you have to renew, I'm not forcing also, but if you think there is a limiting belief in you and you would want to see the change, then please do. And I would wish all an infinite success, just like the numbers that we have, the number of meetings that we have today. And let's not wait any further because we have a speechathon today. But before speechathon, I can see a guest we have, and I would want you to introduce yourself and just tell your name, where you're from, and how did you come to know about this club? Yeah, absolutely.
So it's good morning. Good afternoon. Sorry, good morning, everyone. So my name is Pahimari, and I'm a BTech computer engineering student. I'm currently in my second year of BTech. I'm from Jammu Islam. Originally, I'm from UP, Saharanpur, and I've done my schooling from Saharanpur itself. I've heard about Toastmasters when I was watching Instagram, wasting my time. And there was a video where I saw a girl talking about my first Toastmasters speech. Then I got curious, what is this Toastmaster? And I heard never before about it. So I searched about it and I got to know it's all over the world and you get a chance to speak and show what you have. And also you get space to improve and a lot of perspective and feedback to work on your mistakes and the things which you are lacking. So it is my first time on Toastmasters and I'm here as a guest, but after just watching these two speak so lovely, I would like to join next time as a speaker here. That was my journey as a Toastmaster guest.
Already see a budding speaker. Yeah, thank you. We never felt it was an impromptu. We felt you were already prepared to say what you have to say. Yeah. And that's the power of doom scrolling. But please don't get into addiction into that because, yeah, when I have to procrastinate, this is what I generally do. But I would also thank our PR, VPPR, who is Toastmaster Deepak, because of him, a lot of people actually garnered more, like they have garnered more attention because of our Instagram. Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak. And do we have any online guests?
Yes, we do have one.
Yes.
Yeah, hi everyone. Am I
Hi.
audible?
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Okay. Hi, this is Rekha and I'm from Varanasi. I heard about Toastmasters from one of my colleagues, and after a long career break of 10 years, I restarted my career. So just thought of joining you people and learning and gaining so much from you. That's it. Thank you.
And do we have any other guests? No, right? We can
We do
start.
have Krish Bharel.
He's Paris.
That's Paris, yeah.
Okay, my bad. Perfect. We can
Yeah,
proceed.
unfortunately, I'm driving right now, so can't change the name.
No
Yeah,
worries, no worries. Drive
No.
safe. Yeah,
yeah.
no worries.
So we can start our speechathon. And I'm very excited for our speechathon today. So let's not wait any further and call our host of the day, that's Toastmaster Shikti.
So good morning once again. Good morning, online friends, once again. So, are you excited for this speechathon?
Yes.
Online friends, are you ready for speech marathon?
Yes.
Right. So, our meeting divided in two parts today. First is speakers. Brilliant. We have 7 brilliant speakers. Means full of listening. And second part is evaluation. Means 7 wonderful evaluators and general evaluator. Means full of listening, full of learning. And cherry on the top is our general evaluator is a learned member, a very talented member, and an artist. He will evaluate genuinely and very constructively because without feedback, we cannot do. So we should start meeting immediately by calling general evaluators. But before that, I would like to share an idea with you, a simple message. Message is sometimes power without understanding creates problem. Let me explain this. I want to take you to the world of Asgard, where Thor lives. Do you know who Thor is? Yes. Everybody. Yes. So Thor comes to Earth and tries the coffee for the very first time. He loves it. He finishes it and throws the cup on the ground and shouts, another. So my question is, why he does that? Anyone raise your hand? Right, right. Anyone?
He is powerful and things all and as a they have that authority and
Right, right, that Kishan. Thor comes to Earth, he doesn't know the etiquette, like that you said that. And he was a prince, first arrogant prince in Asgard, and then later in the movie, he became a selfless warrior, right? So what he doesn't know on Earth, we people, we human beings, don't throw cup and shout for filling, for refills, right? So he is that time out of place. So we must know our powers. Power. Our power is so many power we have. Power of listening, power of speaking, power of learning. That is why feedback is most important thing. Because without feedback, we cannot improve. So now let's cut to the chase and invite our general evaluator, Toastmaster Anuj, to the
You host one of the beautiful member of Invictus, Shirin. Good morning, my fellow Toastmasters and guests. Good morning, online members. How are you all?
Good morning. We are great. Happy to see you.
Great. How are you all? Good. Let me ask you one question. Why Toastmaster?
To improve our speaking skills, to build confidence, to become more confident.
they become a good leader.
Online members, why Toastmaster?
Because of the safe and supportive team that we have, the platform, the culture, I would say.
Or from our, not just our feedback, but from the
Oh, understood. Let me add another one. Toastmaster is also for exchanging ideas. How many of you do agree with the statement? Yeah. So last meeting, we came to know from Dr. Sangeeta's speech that he had a meeting with the encyclopedia, Mr. Shashi Tharoor. And few minutes ago, I think Toastmaster Shirin is also telling about the story of thought. And let me tell you another story. A learning from next week. I saw a documentary about sports. The name of this documentary is The Queen of Chess. Is anyone who has seen The Queen of Chess? It is highly recommended from my side. The Queen of Chess is based on a female chess player whose name is sorry, I have to soon, whose name is Judith Polgar. He is a Hungarian chess player. So this is all about her match with the legend Gary Kasparov. Which I think he has 7 matches with Gary Kasparov. The 5 matches, Judith lost. She played brilliantly. She started chess when she was 6 years old. She knows almost everything, but she lost. And then she learned something. I don't want to I don't want to reveal the secret. It is highly recommended from my side. I think sportsmanship is also very challenging. It also needs the calmness, the art of being in the right moment. So please watch. And today's session is also about being in the right moment, the calmness. Hold your horses. Yeah. So it's the time. Let's see which speaker brings the rabbit from their hat and open the cat from their bag. I wish all the best to all the speakers. I know I have a faith that this session will go brilliantly. I wish all the best. The stage is yours and fire the stage. I think. Oh, sorry. So I think I forget after telling so many stories. Right now, I have a tag team for this meeting. And first, let me introduce the timer. The timer is one of the brilliant member of House X. I welcome Toastmaster Namra. Toastmaster Namra, please come to the stage and tell us about your role.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anuj, for your sweet introduction. Let me share my screen first. I want the host to enable the function. I don't have access.
Right. Let me share the access. We'll share the access with all.
I will.
Share the
I will
access.
make the host now.
You can make
Where is Namra? Make host.
Do we have anyone else who wants
Yes,
to-
Namra, can you
Let
please
me
check?
Yes,
Can you
now it's
please check?
visible.
Yes.
Thank you. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest. My name is Toastmaster Namra.
Good.
As Toastmaster Anuj said that I'm playing the role as a timer for today's meeting. So for the prepared speeches, I have 3 cards: green, yellow, and red. For the prepared speeches, I will show green card at 5 minutes. This means you can go ahead with your speech. But when I show you the yellow card, this means now you have to slow down. At 6 minutes, I will show yellow card, and at 7 minutes, I will show red card. This means now you have to stop. It's time up. For the evaluation, I have 3 cards: green, yellow, and red. I will show green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 2 minutes, and red card at 3 minutes. As we don't have table topic session, so we discard this one. After at the end of the meeting, I will show my report. Thank you so much.
Thank you, timer, Toastmaster Namra. Now is the time to introduce the accountant of today's meeting. The accountant of today's meeting is my brother, Toastmaster Kishan, who is also from House X. I think no one can beat House X. Right, Richard?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Chen and I'm playing the role of a counterfeit. And it's also like I started my journey in Toastmaster with this role. And I remember how afraid I was back then. I am now also, but I have worked somehow on this sphere. Now, whenever we speak, we are generally influenced by 3 factors. And this is why we use this filler word, substance word. We ran out of ideas, or we forget to use the right words, or maybe we are a little bit nervous. So these are the three words. And in these moments, what we do, we try to use some generic expression like, you know, this, well, these kind of words are known as filler words or crutch words. It's always best or better to take a pause instead of using these kind of filler words. And when you take a pause, it shows you are being reflective, you build anticipation, and it shows you are being powerful, you are, being in command. So I implore you all to be a little mindful of these words, and as a counter role, I'll be taking note of every speaker's uses, how many times they have used this crutch of filler words, and in the end, when general evaluators pass on the stage, I'll be presenting. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Secretary. Now I would like to invite you, the budding eloquent speaker, Toastmaster Ayush, of today's meeting. All
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ayushi, and today I'll be playing the grammarian. So it's my responsibility to pay close attention to everyone's speeches, even the evaluators, the host, the general evaluator, and take note of any kind of improper language or outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. And as the grammarian, it's also my duty to introduce the word of the day and the idiom for the day. So for today's meeting, the word is tenacious, which means holding firmly to a purpose, persistent and determined. An example of using the word is, despite failing 3 times, he was tenacious enough to keep trying until he passed the exam. And also displays the word, I don't have it. It's the word. And the idiom of the day is cut to the chase, meaning get straight to the point. An example is, with only 2 minutes left, the speaker wisely cut to the chase and delivered a strong speech. This is cut to the chase, it's the idiom. And each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day, and which people have already started using, so amazing. And the idiom as well. And when invited by the general evaluator, I will present the report and usage the word and the idiom. Thank you.
Thank you, Ayushi. Now I would like to invite one of our tremendous Toastmaster Lakwinder, who is the listener of today's meeting. Toastmaster Lakwinder, please come on the stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anuj, for wonderful introduction. Good morning,
My pleasure.
everyone. Good morning, everyone.
Very good morning.
They say hearing is automatic, but listening is a skill. And today, I am your official skill tester. While you will be enjoying wonderful speeches, I will be quietly collecting moment and facts. And by the end of the meeting, we will see who was truly present in the meeting. Over back to you, General Evaluator. Anuj.
Listener of today's meeting, Toastmaster Lakwinder. Let's cut to the chase. And I would like to hand over the stage to wonderful host of today's meeting,
Thank you, General Evaluator, for the wonderful explanation of your role and your tech team, timer, grammarian, accountant, and listener. So we must be very attentive because listener is there. We must be very careful about our language because a counter is there. And we must be very careful and we must use the word tenacious, such a beautiful word, never giving up, and the idiom of the day, to chase to the cut, to cut to the chase. Just use those things. So now, and please give them huge round of applause first. Our general evaluation. Now, before wasting any time, to cut to the chase, I would like to invite our first speaker because this is the speechathon. We have 7 wonderful, brilliant speakers and 7 evaluators. The first Toastmaster Anmol, I would like to invite him, but before, he is a software engineer. He always interested in music and technology, and everything revolves around him. But before I invite him, I would like to invite his speech evaluator, Toastmaster Bhavani. She will tell us about his speech objectives, pathways, level, and project. So please welcome Toastmaster Bhavani.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and my esteemed guests. Today, I have the privilege to introduce one of the seasoned Toastmasters who I would say we relate to the word tenacious. He is experienced. He tries his best to come up and speak here. And today he will be presenting his speech of Level 3 Project 1, Negotiate the Best Outcome from Dynamic Leadership Pathway. In this project, he will share insights from a real-life negotiation, helping us understand different styles and strategies used to reach the best possible outcome. His speech title is very exciting, Alien. Timer, please note the timing. It will be 5 to 7 minutes. Please join me in listening attentively to today's speech, and I hand over the stage back to Toastmaster.
Thank you, wonderful explanation. Now, I would like to invite our first speaker, Toastmaster Anmol. Toastmaster Anmol, Alien. Alien, Toastmaster Anmol. The stage is yours. All the best.
Ever since I was young, there were 2 questions that fascinated me the most. Do aliens exist? And if so, what would they do to us? A couple of weeks back, I was listening to an interview of Barack Obama, and he was asked, "What do you think? Do aliens exist?" To which he replied, and I quote, "They're real, but I haven't seen them." What do you guys think? Do aliens exist? Yes. Raise your hands if you think. Online members? That's interesting. Conforming to the majority opinion. What if I tell you that yes, they really do, and they're already on Earth? Toastmasters, yes. Ecology defines an alien being an external organism which holds the potential of significantly harming any external environment. And sometimes I really wonder what really could go wrong. Would we have zombies crawling down the street? Would we have a Toastmasters club for aliens? Or would we have do as our national anthem? But in all seriousness, what could really go wrong? When we speak about our land, what could really happen? Would it turn into an arid alien place? Will our forests burn and destroy? Will our lives become so insufferable that at some point it would just be too much. What about our air? Would the aliens exhibit a toxic chemical, making us cough, making us wear masks, while slowly taking away years away from us? And by the way, water won't be spared. Our marine ecosystems, what would go wrong? Would they get choked with plastics? Would they be a victim of oil spills and habitats? Would we have our corals, our beautiful corals, reaching a tipping point where it would just be too much and they would shed their colors and bleach? But let me ask you this question. Isn't this already happening? Maybe aliens don't necessarily come in UFOs. Maybe they look just like us. Every time we harm even an inch of this beautiful planet, we become the alien. The industrialists, the industries which destroy our ecosystems in the name of development. To all those policymakers who paint a rosy picture while the world around them burns. We are not being invaded. We are the invaders. We are the aliens. And in 21st century, the biggest negotiation that humanity has to face is with Mother Nature itself. Just think about it. 10 years down the line, while all of you are still part of this flood, it's a Saturday evening, and you have to come to Invictus Toastmasters. So you go out. There are a lot of vehicles, but you just can't afford them. Why? Because it's become so expensive because all the natural resources they have severely depleted. So you decided to walk, but the temperature is over 50. So you run. You decide to pull out a water bottle from your bag, but suddenly you realize that you have to survive the whole day with just that 1 liter. And this really isn't about speaking well against development. But just think about it. What good is development if no one is left there to witness it? Right? And by the way, have you guys seen that movie Interstellar? Yeah. So the crux of the movie Interstellar is about humans leaving Earth to find new life on planets elsewhere. And to make sure that we don't do the same, let's cut to the chase. Let's talk that what should we do? Maybe we should get these aliens to get into the UFOs and depart from our beautiful planet. UFOs. UFO. Where U stands for unite. Uniting everyone to think not just about us as humans, but for every possible life that exists on our planet. F for fixing. Fixing our systems. Fixing our policies. And most importantly, fixing our mindsets. O, to overcome. To overcome these challenges today so that a sustainable future exists tomorrow. UFO. Unite, fix, and overcome. UFO. Unite, fix, and overcome. Oh, because this really isn't about whether Barack Obama or anyone is right about whether aliens exist or not. The question really is whether we are ready to stop being next.
9, fix, and overcome. Wonderful speech. You may speak less, but when you speak, really, you speak very well. Thank you for such a wonderful message in your speech. So please, I know you all like this speech, but don't throw your mobile. Just open your guest group and share your feedback for this wonderful speech. Timer, please allow us for 1 minute, and after 1 minute, please show red card. Thank you, Namina. So now we should go ahead now. Next speaker is very humble person of our Invictus Toastmasters Club. He is Toastmaster Toshi. But before I invite him, he is online. I want to invite his speech evaluator, Toastmaster Laksh. Toastmaster Laksh he will tell us about Toastmaster Toshi's speech pathways, project level, and objectives. So please welcome Toastmaster Laksh as his speech evaluator. Toastmaster Laksh.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters, and a very warm welcome to our guests. This is Laksh, and today my target speaker is Toastmaster Tushit. His Pathways Presentation Mastery Level 2, Project 4, and his speech objective is usage of vocal variety and body language while sharing insights from his personal experience. And his speech title is 21 Responsibilities. Timer, please note down his speech duration is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best to you, Toastmaster Tushit. Thank you.
Good evening to fellow
Thank you, Toastmaster Laksh. Now, it is time to invite Toastmaster Tushit as the next speaker. Toastmaster Tushit, 21 responsibility, Toastmaster Tushit. The stage is all yours. All the best.
Good afternoon to fellow members and guests. The first rule of being in 21 something in college is you do not talk about the gap. The second rule is that you don't even pretend. You pretend that it's not even there. Look at us. We are in the prime of our lives. We are future engineering students. We are data scientists, future consultants, future engineers. We show up to meetings, interviews in our best business casual, which is really just the least wrinkled shirt we could find, trying to convince a room full of experienced professionals that we have a total control over our narrative. We stand tall, we project our voices, we use our gesture controlled hand movements to hide the fact that our palms are sweating. But the reality is that the gap is the difference between the polished LinkedIn profile you updated this morning, the one that says you're passionate about problem solving, and the student who sat in the data structures lecture today, staring at the recurrence tree, feeling like the only person in the room who didn't understand the base case. In your 20s, every day feels like an unprepared, unprompted table topic. You stand at the lecture of your life. The timer isn't a green card held up by a friend. The timer is a pressure to have a 10-year career path. The timer is a constant bitter comparison to your peers in the batch. who seems to be sprinting towards internships while you are still learning how to walk without tripping over your own ambition. We constantly monitor our own internal counter. Oh, I didn't get that case competition win. I'm not sure if even my capstone or startup idea is even viable. We watched the polished members of our surroundings speak with confidence. They have decades of experience into their posture, and we wonder if we are just imposters wearing our dad blazers, waiting for the generic evaluator to stand up and reveal that we're just making it up as we go. We have been conditioned to be optimized. We treat our lives like a machine learning model, constantly trying to lower the loss function of our failures. We want the perfect output. We want the stable cluster. We want the world look to our project and say innovation, while all we see is a sinking ship together by Google Colab snippets and pure desperation. But life in your 21s isn't a clean data set. It's very noisy. It's unstructured. It's frustrating. It's uncertain. It's uncertain learning something when you don't even know what your own interface would look like. But here's the truth we don't like to admit. College was never a finished speech. College is like an icebreaker that lasts for 4 years. We were never our CGPA. We are never the batch code on our ID card. We are not the brand of the baggy jeans that you wear or the number of connections you have on your LinkedIn feed. We are the person standing at the lectures, learning how to speak through the shaking in your hands. It's like the process of debugging your own personality, your own character, adding small changes, altering small changes, updating new things, truncating old memories. We aren't here to be perfect. We are here because the only thing scarier than standing up and admitting we are unsure is sitting down and letting the clock run again and again without ever finding our own voice. It was never to be inspired or the crushing weight of the semester evaluation. We are here to realize that the red light was never an enemy. It's a reminder that a time is to be messy, to be loud, and to be spectacularly wrong is actually running out. The light is slowly turning yellow. In your 20s, you realize that no one actually has the full script. Never the professors, not the people you aspire, certainly never the person standing in front of you or ahead of you. It's like you're always improvising until the final evaluation. I feel that I am out of time, and unfortunately, most of the people of my age are. Thank you.
Please give him a huge round of applause. Once again. We should not consider our life and our body like machine. Please open your guest room and share your feedback. Timer, please allow us for 40 seconds, and after 40 seconds, please show red card. Thank you, Toastmaster Nam. So now, our next speaker is a law student. She loves reading, listening to music, and travel. But before I call Toastmaster Trisha, I would like to call her speech evaluator, Toastmaster Tajinder. He will tell us about her pathways, her speech objectives, level, and project. Toastmaster Tajinder, stage is yours.
Can you hear me? Hello? Can you
Yes.
hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. Okay. Good morning,
Good
everyone.
morning.
I'm going to evaluate Toastmaster Twisa Day speech. Her pathway is dynamic leadership, and her label is 2 Project 1, and speech title is The Style of My Leadership. So everybody is having his own leadership, but now we are going to listen from her which kind of leadership style. And the purpose of his speech is for the member to share some aspects of their primary leadership style or discuss leadership style in general. Timer, please note down her timing is 5 to 7 minutes. And I would like to say all the best to Twista. Thank you and over to you.
Now I would like to invite Toastmaster Twisha. Please give her a huge round of applause. Toastmaster Twisha, the style of my leadership. The style of my leadership, Toastmaster Twisha. The stage is yours, audience. Before joining Toastmasters, I never realized that leadership is an important skill. When I was in school in class 5 or 6, I thought maybe a leader means that group leader who have to take the burden of everything or have to handle the quarrels between the members, or that annoying class monitor who writes your name even just for breathing loudly or for talking or just making a little noise. Well, after a few years I realized it's not bad. I realized to become or to have a leadership skills, I think it's important to be a better communicator, to listen to others, or giving ideas and handling the responsibilities. Trust me, in school I was not bothered or interested in such things. I was that kid who was introvert and shy and used to sit in that corner of the class. Then I was interested, I am still interested in camping. Every year in winter, there is a nature study camp, and I used to go every year, every winter. The first time I was forced to go by my dear father. I was just 7 years old at that time. I did not knew how to even fold my clothes. My mother and my grandmother argued, why are you sending your younger daughter? She is too small. You're sending your elder daughter, that's fine. But he did not listen. He still sent me. And I did not like it at all. Nobody was on my age, and it was too boring. Few years passed. This time, my dear father requested me to go to that. I went. Before going, he said, please go to this time. If you do not like, I would force you anyway. I said, okay, fine. I went. And this time I enjoyed a lot. Learned a lot of things. Since then, I went to that camp every year, but sadly, it has an age limit till 16. But many things I had learned, like doing tasks on my own without taking anyone's help. The last time when I went, the instructor made me the captain of the whole team, and there was 40 to 43 campers approximately. Well, that was a very new experience and frightening because I never thought that I have to manage a team of 43 or 45 members. Well, I did manage, but it was a new experience and it had a personal growth in me.
time passed and I had to decide what to study in college. As most of you know, since Toastmaster Shirin has already said that I'm studying law. When I decided, I thought, since I have so much of fear of speaking on the stage, and still I had that fear, why not join Toastmasters to develop my public speaking skills? Initially, I joined for the reason that I to develop my public speaking skills. But now, the purpose is to grow myself and becoming a better version. It's been 2 years of my journey in Toastmasters. It's been a great. Finally, I started taking responsibilities. Like I started being the EC member, and my first, I decided to become an SAR. And then I decided to be a VP associate membership, where I made agendas for every meeting and talking to guests or taking other various responsibilities. Honestly speaking, I do not have a specific style, but I am always ready to learn, to experience, to take up challenges, and to make that as my strength and be becoming and having a personal growth. I might not be the perfect leader, but I am a learner, as I am still in that learning phase. I aim to become a better version of myself and have and to be a better leader. I decided to focus on myself rather than finding about my style in leadership. Over to you, Toastmasters. What a calm speech, with a wonderful message, and a delicious spirit. Now, please open your guest room and please share some valuable feedback for her. Timer, please note down 40 seconds, and please after 40 seconds show red card. Thank you, Toastmaster Nam. Now, our next speaker is Toastmaster Ayushi, who is grammarian of the day today. She is an economic student, but when she don't think about economic theories, we can find her with paintbrush in one hand and tennis racket in another. But before I invite her, I would like to invite her speech evaluator, Toastmaster Yuvraj. He will tell us about her speech objectives, pathways, level, and project. Toastmaster Yuvraj, over to you.
Feedback is the breakfast of all the champion. My target speaker, she is delivering level 1 project 2. The pathways is presentation mastery and the topic is add to cart. Add to cart. Timer, please note the duration of the speech is 5 to 7 minutes and the purpose of the speech is writing the speech with purpose. So let's cut the chase and hand over the stage to Toastmaster Shirin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yuvraj. Now, I would like to invite our next speaker, Toastmaster Ayushi. Toastmaster Ayushi, add to cart. Add to cart, Toastmaster Ayushi. The stage is yours. All this.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I want to start the speech with a bit of a confession. I received 4 packages yesterday, which is way too many, and there are 2 already on the way. But I was delighted every time when I opened each package. I was so happy. And we are in a space which is the peak of human laziness. Our grandparents walked miles to get to the market. Our parents, they drove to the mall. But we just lay on our couch, scroll on our phones, and in the next 48 hours, there is a stranger on our door saying, "Here's your parcel." That stranger is like a modern day Santa, just a more frequently used day Santa. But shopping has not just changed online shopping hasn't just changed the way we shop, it has changed who we are as individuals. So let me paint a picture for you. It's 11:30 at night, you're tired, you're in bed, and you just think to yourself, let me just have a look at those shoes that were on sale. And 45 minutes later, you have purchased a pair of shoes, a silicone mold for baking, some portable blender, and a book on minimalism. I get the irony. But you didn't just want to purchase those items. You were guided there gently through something called the algorithm, which knows you better than your closest friends. You saw on the website it said customers also bought. So you thought to yourself, well, if other 5 people have bought it, I must get it. Shopping isn't just the addiction. There's also the tracking part, the thrill you get from it. So as soon as you hit place order, you are so emotionally invested in it. Placed order, relief. Shipping, there's some anticipation. Out for delivery, you can barely focus at home. And as soon as it is delivered, you run to the door like a child. I track my parcels like 17 times a day. I will keep refreshing the page and wait every time it shows in transit. And I'm like, where in transit? Where are you coming from? Where are you transiting from? Just come home. And it becomes such a habit for me that it's very difficult to disengage from it at some points. But I will zoom in on the map. I will look at the little dot that's going all over the country, all over the city, coming to me, and I'm focusing on it like it's some sort of NASA mission or something. But when the parcel finally arrives, when it finally arrives, I'm not just gonna tear open the parcel. There's a whole ritual to it. I will slowly tear the tape. I'll carefully unwrap like it's something very sacred, and I'll dig through the bubble wrap just to find the product that I already knew. What was it for me? But sometimes I think to myself, oh, it looks smaller than I thought it would be. And of course, it looks smaller because things online seem way bigger. There are like 5 perfectly framed pictures, 847 reviews saying that, wow, it's the best product, so comfortable, so unique, you must get it, 4, 5 stars everywhere. But sorry. Sorry. But here's the thing about online shopping. It has made all of us so very optimistic. When you're shopping, you're not just buying stuff, you're buying something for a better future version of yourself. Suppose you've been eyeing some shoes And those are not just shoes, those are a future version of you aiming to wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning and go for a run. If you are buying a recipe book, it just isn't a book. It's a future version of you hoping to host people and say something like, oh, I just threw this one together. Or if you buy a journal, it's not just a journal, it's a much more calmer, much more reflective, and a person who feels their thoughts are worth noting down. So we are not just shoppers, we are aspirational collectors. And I'm not here to shame anyone, I literally don't have the right to do that. But if shopping is wrong, I don't want to be right. To I love the joy that I get from opening the small little box. I love the thrill from tracking. I love that it gives me a positive enforcement in my life, and it gives me the hope that something that I wanted, I can achieve. So next time you're at the checkout, don't fight it, embrace it. Don't think that, oh, I'm being addictive. You just be delicious. And shopping language. Wonderful speech. But I would recommend please do window shopping on this. So please open your guest group and share some feedback on my speech. Timer, please note down 30 seconds now and show red card in 30 seconds. Done. Thank you, Namra. Now, our next speaker is Toastmaster Aman. By profession, he is a civil engineer, and by passion, he is an avid reader. And in his free time, he loves to listening music, watching movies, traveling, and working out. He is a very calm and composed person. But before I invite him, he is presenting his speech online. I would like to invite his speech evaluator, Toastmaster Deep. He will tell us about his speech objectives, pathways, level, and project. Toastmaster Deepak, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shireen. Good afternoon, everyone. Today we have Toastmaster Aman giving a speech on managing, sharing an experience on managing a project. Now, projects are something which are, if you are working as in any company, whether it's your own company or another company, you have to manage projects. So it is something non-negotiable as a working professional. So we will learn something new from today's uh, Aman's speech. So, and his pathways is innovative planning. His project is 2 level 4. Speech time is 5 to 7 minutes, and the interesting part of the story is his speech title, "My Moment of Truth." So, I would like to wish Toastmaster Aman all the best, and back to you, Toastmaster Shireen.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak. So, Toastmaster, I would like to invite Toastmaster Aman. Toastmaster Aman, the moment of truth, Toastmaster Aman. Please, the stage is yours. All the best.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shireen. Good afternoon, everyone, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest. As many of you might be aware that this is the part 2 of my project 2 of level 4 speech. I had already given the part 1 as part of recording. So today I want to share my experience of conducting moment of truth, and I also want to share certain key takeaways that I had. Before that, I want to start with a very beautiful quote and very inspiring quote that emphasizes on the importance of planning by Benjamin Franklin. This quote says, quote, failing to plan is planning to fail. I had heard about this quote, but while planning and executing the moment of truth, I realized it through experience. Before beginning, I collated the data. I reached out to the president and members who have conducted it before. I reached out on the online resources and I was planning. I also wanted to form a team, but that is somewhere I lagged. Unfortunately, there were big challenges like time constraint. One was that we had a hard stop of 15th of March. We had to do it, conduct it in before that anyhow. And due to that, we also had to prepone the moment of truth to the midweek. Unfortunately, many of us were not available on that time due to their professional and personal reasons. Some of them also had medical emergencies that needed immediate attention. So this was one of the biggest challenge that we faced because moment of truth is something that requires the participation of the members. I- My intention here is not to blame anyone. It is just to reflect of what happened and what could have been better. I felt that if we had planned it in a better way when most of the members were available, then it could have been better. It's not that everything went south. Some of the things was really nice, and what did go well was that despite low participation, we were able to conduct the moment of truth and discuss the 2 out of 6 attributes. Another thing was that Toastmaster Sangeeta had shared the template with me, and so it became very handy. All the data was available on that Excel sheet, and we had to, you know, it made us easy to jot down the points and take the average. However, I felt that if I had planned it better, I had formed a team, core team early on, then we would have been in a better position. Also, the members did participate, whoever were present, and they gave a very valuable insights. Now, coming to the another aspect was that I did float certain messages on our Teams group that we have on the WhatsApp group that we have, but I felt, but many of them were lost amid other messages that we have. I take the ownership of the thing that happened. Um, it is a great learning for me, I would say, and not just for me. I think others can also learn from my experience that when we are having any task at hand, when we are delegating any task, we also have to have a timeline for that and also clearly give the ownership of that responsibility. Just asking someone or some member or teammate to do something will not be enough. We have to ensure that the message has been clearly communicated to them and they are also taking the ownership of it. So, so I would say that it is important to plan early and build a strong team and delegate the responsibility well in advance. When I started this project, I thought the moment of truth was about evaluating the club, but in the end, I am evaluating myself. It showed me where I need to grow as a planner, and as a leader, as a communicator. And maybe that is the real value that I am getting out of this project. Not perfect execution, but an honest learning. Because success shows us our strength, but challenges shows us our areas of growth. And this experience, more than anything else, became my real moment of truth. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aman. Such a wonderful speech with a clear message. So please open your guest room and share your feedback for Aman's speech. Namra, Toastmaster Namra, please allow us for 40 seconds. Thank you, Toastmaster Namra. Our next speaker is Toastmaster Ashima, most humble person and most cooperative person. She is in constant search for stability in this changing world. But before I invite Toastmaster Ashima as next speaker, I would like to invite her speech evaluator, Toastmaster Shraddha. She will tell us about her speech objectives, pathways, level, and project. Please welcome Toastmaster Shraddha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shireen. My target speaker is Toastmaster Ashima, whose pathway is dynamic leadership. Her speech is level 4, part 1 of project 1 of level 4. And timer, please note the timing is 5 to 7 minutes. The speech objective is to share some aspect of a change management plan. All the best to you, and back to you.
Toastmaster Ashima, unpack. Toastmaster Ashima, unpack Toastmaster Ashima. The stage is yours. All the best.
Thank you. I have unpacked the same curtains more than I have counted them. And this time I am convinced that this curtains doesn't belong to a house. It belongs to me. Because every time I hang them and see, oh, finally my life is settled, every time life replies, cute. After my graduation, I have a perfect plan, a job, a routine, and an address that doesn't change. Well, my father had a different plans for me. He walked into my room and said, Ashima, I want you to do a post graduation. That looks fine to me. I said, okay, once I'll do my post graduation, probably I will be settled. Then I did my post graduation and got a fancy job in Delhi. Wow. A new place, new people, new location, new confidence. Everything was going with the plan. I settled to a new house. I hanged my curtain and seeing my neatly arranged life. Wow, now finally I'm settled. 1 year later, I got a better opportunity. And it looks fine to me. Like any other sensible adult, I politely panicked, professionally resigned, and moved. Moved to a new place, Chandigarh. Again, a new city, new people, new locations over Google Map, new shopkeepers, everything is new. Wow, I'm enjoying my life. Finally, I settled my second house, seeing that new, then I hang the curtains again, settle my house again, and finally, I'm happy with my life. Then comes a transition, my marriage. Husbands come in every people in people's life. Husband comes with the flowers, but in my life, my husband he got me a bubble wrap. Yes, he's in a transferable job. Okay, now this time I'm convinced that God loves me packing and settling my life again and again. So finally, we got a house. Now I moved to Panchkula, though not that far, but still, that's fine. Again, I felt like, oh, finally, now I'm settled. I did all what we all do to make a place like a life, where I bought organizers, labeled jars, choosing a curtain for my new home as if I'm choosing my future. Finally, everything looks perfect to me. Planned a housewarming. We discussed on the food menu as we are discussing on a national policy. Everything was going with a plan. I'm enjoying my life. Life looks beautiful to me. Suddenly, a one phone call, address change, plan change, curtains folded again. Then Jhansi, then Wellington, then Srinagar, then Delhi again. And that too in a span of 5 years. Now, at this point, I'm realizing that God actually wants me, loves me, enjoying this packing stuff. And my husband ensures that I will not be comfortable to a one place. In all this chaos of my life, my mind is still whispering a one question. When things will settle, I will start enjoying my life. One day, I was seeing my unpacked stuff. I was opening it and I was realizing I'm not opening the stuff, but I am opening my expectation to this place. Suddenly, I realized I'm treating my life like an airport where I am always looking for a final destination. What if the announcement of final destination will not come? What if there is no final destination? This is what we all do in our life, don't we? We always look for perfection. When my life will settle, I'll start enjoying. When I'll get a job, I'll start enjoying. When I'll get kids, I'll start enjoying. When I'll set up business, I'll start enjoying. When my life looks perfect, I'll start enjoying. But perfection is a movement. Now, instead of asking what what is settling in, now I have started asking this question, what actually settling means. So now I realize that it is a skill. It's an ability to carry calm if your calendar looks chaotic. It's basically having a building a routine, carrying a routine with you when you travel. Your morning tea, your having a familiar playlist, a happy neighbor, and a corner that looks like a home. Now, I realize that life is not a moment, it's an arrival. I still have some unpacked boxes in my home, but now I'm fine with it. I'm okay with it. I start learning living in a transit. I realize that life is not a moment. It's a movement, it's not an arrival. When now next time when life comes and say Ashima pack again, I will say yes and fold my curtains again and move to a new place with a big smile because life is a moment, not arrival. Thank you.
Thank you, Arshana, for the wonderful speech. Please give her a huge round of applause. Once again. We should not ask when will life settle. Definitely. Please open your guest group and share some feedback for her speech. Toastmaster Namda, please allow us for 30 seconds and after 30 seconds, please show red card. Thank you, Toastmaster Namra. So our next speaker is our timer, Toastmaster Namra. She is a shy girl, motivated by herself and with radiant smile. Before I invite our next speaker, Toastmaster Namra. I would like to invite her speech evaluator, Toastmaster Tanish. He will guide us about her speech objectives, pathways, and level and project. Please welcome Toastmaster Tanish.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shri, for being the validator of the target speaker against Toastmaster. Her level is 1, project 2, and pathways presentation mastery. The title of the speech is The Power of Silent Success. I repeat, the title of her speech is The Power of Silent Success. Her speech objective is to inspire the audience to view the setbacks not as tops, but as setups for stronger comeback by focusing on silent mastery over loud defense. And I wished my target speaker, Toastmaster Namra, all the very best for your speech.
So our next speaker with radiant smile, Toastmaster Namra. To Toastmaster Namra, the power of silent success. The power of silent success, Toastmaster Namra. The stage is yours. All the best.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shireen. I guess Toastmaster Aman wants to say something.
I
First,
just
please.
wanted, yeah, thank you so much. I just wanted to know who would be timing you because you're already a speaker and
I
timer.
can time if anyone has
I,
no problem.
yeah. Okay, perfect, perfect.
So I will time Toastmaster Namra.
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Imagine standing at the straight line of a marathon. The whistle blows and everyone sprints, but you're not even on the track. You're in hospital, staring at an IV drip, wondering how a plate of bad food could trail you. We often hear one quote: action speaks louder than words. What happened if you are not even get a chance to act? What happened? What happened when before you have opened your laptop, you're already being counted for? I felt all of these things. I finally walked back into my office after 10 days leave. I felt like a shadow, a black shadow roaming here and there. My colleagues were not just ahead from me, they were speaking a new language. Fraud marker, motion trace, sign, BOQ. It sounded like a blur, right? It same happened with me. I sat in my desk and tried to open my laptop, but nothing happens. My laptop was blocked. I was a fraud analyst who couldn't even open her laptop. That's a joke, no? I was also laughs. Then came the meeting. You know, when a manager looks at you at a serious mode, that means there is something happens. Then she called me and told me that Namra, I have some news for you. I said, okay, tell me. She told me that Namra, the client is not sure about you. The client is saying that Namra is not confident. I don't think so. She catch up with other colleagues. They are already behind her. I said, okay. I was upset. I got heartbroken that without knowing my knowledge, how the client said this. I want to explain, but got silent. I looked at her and realized the client doesn't care about my why I want to explain. They only care about the work. I just kept silence. I was demotivated from my side. I felt the weight of 20 eyes watching my face. But but that evening I had a conversation with myself. I realized I had two choices. I spent my energy complaining about the issue, or I or I can motivate myself and said that yes, you can do it. You came office to learn a new things. I choose the second option. I just go office. I observe the people what they are doing. I listen my trainer how they are identifying the fraud activities, how they are identifying the fraudulent customer. But I've already become a shadow. My system was not working. I don't have knowledge about the new project. Day by day, I got demotivated. But my inner soul told me, don't get demotivated. Just believe in yourself. When one of my case I have tried to done, I told my trainer, Siana, I don't know how to process this case because this is the first time I'm seeing this case. She told me, it's okay, Navra. It's happened with everyone. And we all are on learning phase. That's give me a little shine. I make my mind that I have to build a true knowledge, um, a knowledge book for myself. I saw every detail from my colleague's system, what they are identifying, what they are listening, what my trainer are saying. I noted everything in my knowledge book. And and this goes on and on. There one day came the QC, the quality check, which I generally called judge and jury. This was the moment of truth where we all get a feedback about our cases, what we have done. And miracle happened. I believe miracle didn't happen because of luck. It happened because of consistency, because of your hard work, because of your knowledge. The the feedback directly came from the Australia into the desk of my manager. And the feedback was written. Namra is confident. She is doing great work. She knows how to identify fraud. She knows how to identify fraudulent customer. That gave me a little shine. I was happy. Again, mail popped up in my manager system. That mail is from the client. The client saying we get the feedback from Namra's trainer. She said Namra is very confident. She joined late, but she knows how to identify fraud. I wasn't shocked. The client who were doubting on me, who just said that Namra can't catch up with these guys. They have already a knowledge. And now they were giving me a positive feedback. I was just amazed. I was happy. But some happens that, but I was happy. And this goes on and on. The final day come where we all have to go on the life cases. Out of 20 talented people, only four of the people are selected to go on the life cases. We all are nervous. Who are all fours? The manager announced the name. Srishti, Sahil, Anshika, and Namra. I was in shock that my name is there. I got selected. I'm in the top four. I was very happy and flying in the air. But when success comes, some political conspiracies also come. My my team members were clapping for me, but behind me they were jealous that how she can do this. We have joined before her, but we are not selected. How she can? She literally fighting with my manager. My manager told them that I have not done the result. The result came from the trainer side. The trainer sees something. That's why she had given her name in the top four list. I was very happy, and I told myself, just ignore the irrelevant information or stuff. Just enjoy yourself. I learned that day. I learned one thing: work silently. Let your focus be your weapon. Thank you.
So, Shirin, you need to unmute. We cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now? So please open your guest group and give your valuable feedback to her speech. Namra, please note 30 minutes, 30 seconds. Thank you, Namra. So now, did you like this speechathon?
Yes.
If yes, raise your both hands and clap. Without wasting further time, we'll cut to the chase. I would like to invite our general evaluator to give his valuable feedback with his technique. But before that, I would like to once again tell you that open your guest group and there is a poll and choose, though it is very difficult because all talented speakers, it is very difficult to select one, but big helps. Please select one speaker and cast your vote. Now please allow us for 30 seconds.
All the speech you are
Thank you, Namra. And now, after listening these wonderful speeches from brilliant speakers, there are some feedbacks because without feedback we cannot improve. So I would like to invite our general evaluator, but this time his team is bigger. So not only 4 members, timer, accountant, grammarian, and listener, but 8. How many speeches? 7. 7 speech evaluators are also there. So we have to listen carefully because lots of learning coming on the way. So please welcome Toastmaster Anuj as our general evaluator.
Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful Toastmaster Shri. Guys, have you enjoyed the session? I can hear you. Yes. I can't hear you. Still, I cannot. Yes. So, this is for online member. Do you enjoy this session, the speech marathon?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, a lot.
Very much. Very much.
Oh, it's time for the speech evaluation first. For the speech evaluation, we have 7 tremendous speech evaluators. Sorry, evaluators. Grammarian, please give me some more marks. Speech evaluators. 7 wonderful speech evaluators, right? So, first, let me introduce the first speech evaluator of Toastmaster Anmol. I would like to invite Toastmaster Bhavani on the stage. Toastmaster Bhavani, please come on the stage.
So, good afternoon, everyone. So, Anmol's speech title, I believe that itself was so intriguing that we had the curiosity to know what is coming on. Team Anmol started very well. His opening was clear and caught our attention. Obviously, he started with a question: do aliens exist? He developed that curiosity in us and it captured each one of our attention. His confidence on the stage was very evident. One of his strengths is how clearly he organizes his ideas. The thought that aliens may not come in UFOs but are already among us, and that we ourselves might be the invaders, was both thought provoking and relevant. By linking it with the depletion of natural resources, he made the message highly relatable with the current situation going on. The speech flowed logically and was very easy for us to follow. His pauses were also well used. There were moments where his emphasis truly brought the key points. Example, he emphasized repeatedly the explanation for UFO, unite everything, fixing our system, overcoming these challenges. So he maintained a good eye contact overall. He also circled back to the same question towards the end of the speech, which is a very good way of ending the speech. However, even the most tenacious speaker have areas to refine, and some of the things that I noticed was his delivery was no doubt strong, incorporating a few more gestures and movement in the stage would help him a lot. That would be visually engaging. Overall, Tim Anmol gave a very strong and confident speech, and he is a tenacious speaker, and his attitude is always towards improvement. All the best. That's all. So,
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhavani. Now it's time for uh, the second evaluator. The second speech evaluator of today's meeting is Toastmaster Laksh. Toastmaster Laksh is from my hometown, I must say. And we know how good speaker he is. So Toastmaster Laksh, please come on the stage. And this time, please open your camera, please.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Anuj, for the lovely introduction. College is not a finesse speech, but an
You are
icebreaker.
on mute.
Am I audible?
Toastmaster Laksh, we can't hear you.
But my mic is on.
Yeah, I think we can hear. Online
Okay,
people can
so
hear. Yeah.
do one thing. You will
We can
switch
hear
off
you.
your camera and then try.
Okay, let me switch
Okay.
off my camera. Let me switch off my
No,
camera.
we can't hear you.
We can
We
hear
can't
you.
hear you. Can anyone from the online
Lux.
member, can
Can
you
you
say anything?
can you hear
Hello.
me, Toastmaster Anuj?
We can hear
Okay, we
you.
can't hear you, guys.
I think
They cannot hear us.
Give few moments.
Yeah, there is an issue maybe at their end. So, Laksh, you can
yes,
continue keeping your
yes,
camera on. We can hear you.
yeah, we could hear you, Laksh. I think at
That's
their
it.
end they're having some issues.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Is it
Now
fine now?
Yeah, we can hear, but
we
it's
can hear, but
Is it not loud enough?
it's not loud.
It's loud for us online people.
Yeah, here it's perfectly fine.
I think the issue is with the speaker there.
Yes, could be.
Let's see what.
Can you speak?
Laksh, could you speak?
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes.
Am I audible?
Are we audible?
Yes,
Yes,
you are.
yes, you are.
We
Check
are
what
audible.
I'm
We
audible
can't hear
now.
you.
With my camera switched off. Am I audible now?
You are audible both the way, Laksh.
Can
So,
anyone rather than Laksh
online members.
say anything?
Am I
Hi.
audible? Hi, hello. Am I audible? Toastmaster Anuj, Anmol. Everything was perfectly going on, but something happened.
Sorry for bringing the bad luck, I guess.
No, no,
No, no, no.
Let me try from space. Wait.
yeah. Send some signal.
Good one.
I'm
Just
trying to fix some
redirect,
satellites here. Wait.
redirect the satellites.
Yeah, just changing from.
Yes, Sangeeta, you were audible, although not very clear, but yeah, you were saying something.
Yeah, I think so, Laksh.
I think.
Can you hear fine? Yeah, we can hear.
Am I audible?
Yeah, Sangeeta, we can hear you.
Can you hear us?
Yes,
Yes, we
yes.
can. We can.
Laksh, Toastmaster Laksh, can you say something for the audience?
Am I audible now?
Yes. So, my fellow Toastmasters, let's re-welcome Toastmaster Laksh to the stage. Toastmaster Laksh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tanuj, for that. So I'll start again. College is not a finesse speech, but an icebreaker for 4 years. I think that one line beautifully captured the essence of my target speaker, Toastmaster Tushit. So I'll be using the CRC approach. Let me begin with what I really appreciated. Toastmaster Tushit, you gave us a very honest and relatable perspective of what young adults go through in these days. Me, myself, being a college student, can relate to that very well. Trying to balance college, internships, LinkedIn profiles, expectations, and personal life all at once. I'm sure many people in the room saw themselves in your speech. Your storytelling was vivid, your voice was very clear, which made your storytelling very easy to follow. I also liked how you emphasized certain lines like, for example, we want this, we want that, because it added emotion and made those thoughts really stand out. Along with that, your use of hand gestures were really structured and it made your speech more engaging as well. The repeated references to things like LinkedIn, internships, and college pressure made the message feel very real and current. Now, coming to the recommendations part, even though you were speaking online, I felt that you would have stood up while delivering your speech because standing while speaking is a way of showing respect to the audience. And it also improves your posture, energy, and presence. And secondly, you also spoke for long stretches, in my belief. If you had taken a few pauses in between, especially after powerful lines, the audience would have had more time to absorb your message. And you could also have asked a question at the beginning or somewhere in the middle, for which would have kept the audience engaged. For example, how many of you have ever felt behind in college? That would have immediately involved the audience as well and made the speech even more relatable. But once again, I would like to commend you for your honesty and vulnerability. Your speech was thoughtful, relatable, and emotionally real. With a little more stage presence and pause, I believe that your already strong message will become even more powerful and you will take your speech to the next level. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Laksh, for this wonderful evaluation. First, give me some time and let me move the pin. Now, it's time for our third speech evaluator, who is none other than Toastmaster Tajinder. Toastmaster Tajinder, I would like to invite you. Please come on the stage. Toastmaster Tajinder.
You're on mute, Toastmaster Tajinder.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. I am going to use CRC approach. First of all, I would like to congratulate her for wonderful, wonderful speech. We must admit that she is having her own style of leadership, and Toastmaster Tajinder, we can't hear you. Just stop. We can't.
You're on
Please.
mute.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Now, can you start again, please?
Okay, okay. Can I start from the beginning?
No, no, no. You can.
Okay,
You can
okay, okay. See, I got it. So, she never thought that what might got wrong, but she always it was thought that what might got right. She said very perfectly that I might not be a perfect leader, but I am perfect learner. You have very clarity of your words. You can achieve anything if you are a good learner. I must say, please keep it up. Your vocal variety, eye contact, comfort labor was spot on. In the same time, I have some recommendations. Uh, Take a pause when you finish one paragraph. Take a pause, like when you said, leadership is not a burden. Please take pause. When you said, be a better communicator, take a pause. Last recommendation, when you finish your speech, you can say, hand over, I would like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster TMOD, Toastmaster Sareen, not I finish my speech. You are a very good speaker. Please do take more and more role to improve little faster, because every setback is a feedback to come back. I know that you are very potential, you have very potential, but I must say one thing, that when your action inspire other, when your when your action inspire other to dream more, learn more, do more, you become more. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Rajinder.
Thank you.
Now, I would like to invite the lion of our Toastmasters Club, Invictus Toastmasters, and who has a pain out. So I gave him the name of Wounded Lion. So let me introduce Toastmaster Yuvraj, the lion of Invictus.
Raise your hands if you are an online shopping lover. So my target speaker, speech title, add to the cart. Even we remember just when we order something on Amazon, we just add to the cart what items we need to buy. She was audible, confident. Kudos to her, taking the speech at the end moment. It's not a bed of roses giving an impromptu speech, doing the role of grammarian. So kudos to my target speaker. I liked the body language while she was moving her hands. And I observed she was carrying the heart on her sleeves while conveying about online shopping. What I like the most is that we are able to resonate with it, the online shopping, because most of us are familiar with it. And giving impromptu speech is not easy when you have joined Toastmasters recently. So kudos to my target speaker for this. So let's cut the chase. My recommendations: eye contact with the online audience, which which I observe it was not there. Structuring could be a little bit more interesting to engage the audience. And she was nervous and adding pauses. It's okay. We all are human beings. I can completely resonate with her and empathize with her that it happens giving impromptu speech when you have already done Toastmaster recently. It happens, it's okay. But by giving more and more speeches, you will improve. But one thing which I like the most, she didn't give up. She completed her speech. Maybe she was nervous, she was taking pauses, but one thing I like was the determination. And one more recommendation is the stage movement, moving voice modulation. It can it is the best way to engage the audience. To sum up, I would like to say that confidence is not about being perfect. It's about stepping on the stage and stepping outside from the comfort zone. So I would say all the best to my target speaker for upcoming speeches. Now over to the general evaluator.
Thank you so much. I hope you won't mind.
Not mine, man.
Yeah. So now it's time for our next speech evaluator, who is just giving. Okay. So now it's time for another speech evaluator, and he's also from House X, where I belong. So he's the boss of, he's the leader of House X. So every day we learn from him. I would like to invite none other than Toastmaster Deepak to come on the stage. Toastmaster Deepak, please come on the stage.
Yep. I wish I was there, but yeah, I'll be here virtually for now. So thank you, Toastmaster Anuj. And what a fantastic meeting we are having today. So many learnings. And Toastmaster Aman did give his speech today and shared his leadership experience. That's what makes Toastmasters the place where leaders are made, right? Toastmaster Aman shared his experience on organizing a project on Movement of Truth, right? And the learning that I got from the speech was the tenacity that has been developed by executing a process, a project within Toastmasters. And Toastmaster Aman did it really well. Despite all the challenges, people not turning up and all like not being able to get the relevant inputs, all the inputs, he managed to organize the movement of truth. And he got learning, and that's the most important part. What learning you got after executing the project, and he shared it with us. Now, points of improvement for the speaker today is: number one thing is, if you are sharing a quote, don't say I am going to share a quote. Just cut to the chase, straight away tell the quote. So Toastmaster Aman, when you were sharing Benjamin Franklin's quote, you could have just stated the quote and would have made it more simpler and more punchier. Okay. Another recommendation. There was no engagement throughout the speech. The speaker could have asked question at the start. How many of you have failed in a project or encountered obstacles during a project? That could have been done to make it engaging, because many of us would have faced it and then the audience would have related to it more. Now, third recommendation, I'm going over and above the speech objectives here, given this is level 4. There could be a possibility of telling a story in the form of a story, although it was delivering a project. How? So starting with, maybe he could have added some drama, saying that on Thursday night at 8 p.m. we all came together online and discussed about movement of truth. So that could have added more interest in the speech. So deliver a story. Overall, I loved the learning that was shared, and that was what makes Toastmasters where leaders are made. Thank you, Toastmaster Aman, for sharing your learning with us, and keep on learning and keep on doing project. My key takeaway from the speech was Benjamin Franklin's quote: "If you fail to plan, you plan to fail." Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak. I think your evaluation will help all of us. Now it's time for calling my next evaluator. She is winning the Best Speech Evaluator Award back to back. I think
You're adding more
Toastmaster Shraddha is there, right?
Thank you, Toastmaster Anuj. Wow, I finally feel settled. How many of you have felt that in your life? None of you? But we, in any part of our life, we do feel that, oh, now college is done. Now I'm settled with the college. Now my marriage is done with this. My tenacious speaker, my tenacious target speaker, was online, but she ensured that she was standing and that helped us gauge and see what her hand gestures were. My target speaker also ensured my target speaker shared a very powerful story backed with key message. She shared her life journey of how she was done with her graduation, then was asked to post graduation, and then finally when she felt that, oh, I'm done settling here, she had to move to a new place. When again when she felt settled, she had to marry, and then again she had to like move places because of her spouse's profession. When she finally feels settled, she had to move. She was adjusting with the fact that change is the only constant. This fact in itself was quite unsettling, but she settled with this fact. However, if my target speaker had included a bit of audience engagement during her speech, it would have added more flavor to her speech. But she could have asked people, how many of you have felt that, oh, there's so much change happening in my life. What to do now? She could have made audience think in between of her speech. My target speaker also could have included voice modulation during her speech. She had a lot of opportunity to do the same. Like when she said after her post graduation, like she said, I finally feel settled. And here come a transition. Marriage. This would have hooked the audience even more with her amazing content. All in all, my target speaker had enthusiasm all throughout her speech, and she also added humor in between when she was saying that when all husbands bring flower, when all husbands bring rose, my husband brought a bubble wrap. Her speech involved good content, good story back content, with a key takeaway that even though change is there, we do learn to adjust with it. We do learn that this is the only thing that we have to be there in our life. All in all, if my target speaker bring more voice modulation and audience engagement, she can take her speech to the very next level. I wish her all the best, and back to you.
Thank you so much. Before I think, what should I do? Join with computer?
I think it's all right. I actually did spotlight you. That was the only difference I did.
Do one thing, remove spotlight and then click. No. Join with computer, then we will.
Yeah.
Am I audible to you guys now?
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now it's time to invite the last speech evaluator of today's meeting, who is my friend Toastmaster Tarish. Toastmaster Tarish, please come on with me. And all the best. Thank you so much, Toastmaster. The host would like to. Yes. So, being the evaluator of the target speaker that is Toastmaster number, she did a very great job by presenting, inspiring, and teaching us all the power of silent success. She captivated the audience well. She's sharing the personal stories and showcasing how much she was proud of when she found out that her colleagues are jealous of her. She taught us the importance of confidence one should have, how she laughed when her boss was not sure that she should join us or not.
There are some key recommendations that she can have, she could do in her annual future speeches that she could have spoken while standing up, so that the audience can feel the energy, her body language, and can see the gestures of her hand. As it is called a prepared speech section, Toastmaster Namra could have spoken prepared and preventing using of scripts while speaking. So I'll challenge my target speaker to speak without looking at the script. Although script looked very structured, and I could observe the good usage of hand gestures, variations in a speech. One more recommendation is there that audience engagement could have been done by adding hooks and asking questions to the audience. And I wish my target speaker, Toastmaster Nanda, all the very best for her future speeches. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. Now it's time to for the voting. It's already in the group. It's already in the guest group. Guys, please don't waste a minute and give your valuable feedback, because as according to Yuvraj, feedback is the breakfast of champion. So feedback is very important, and at the same time, it is also important to work on the feedback. I think.
Everyone needs to vote.
Oh, everyone needs to vote. There is a tie. There's a tie between three people. You have to vote. It actually shows. It actually shows how good is today's. How good is today's speech evolution also. Guys, please vote. It is my request to everyone. Please cast your vote. So we have a winner. Right? Thank you. Thank you. Now, I have stopped. Thank you. Now it's time for the evolution of the whole catting. I will invite the catting first. I know. So I would like to invite the people who are my colleague in this meeting, who are in my team. So first I want to congratulate her. She is taking the speaker role in today's meeting and the timer role at the same time. Guys, please give her a huge round of applause. Toastmaster Namra is today's timer. Toastmaster Namra, please come on the stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anuj. Okay, so it's a time report. Toastmaster Sangeeta has taken 9 minutes 56 seconds. We have taken a little bit more time. Toastmaster Anuj has taken 12 minutes 48 seconds. All the speakers, first of all, I want to congratulate all the speakers. They have not crossed their time limit. Toastmaster Anuj has taken 7 minutes. Toastmaster Tushit has taken 4 minutes 39 seconds. Toastmaster Tusha has taken 6 minutes 40 seconds. Toastmaster Ayushi 6 minutes 6 minutes. Toastmaster Aman has taken 6 minutes 5 seconds. Toastmaster Ashima has taken 6 minutes 1 second. And Toastmaster Namra has taken 6 minutes 23 seconds. The evaluators, Toastmaster Bhavani has taken 2 minutes 25 seconds. Toastmaster Laksh has taken 2 minutes 30 seconds. Toastmaster Tajendra has taken 1 minute 47 seconds. Toastmaster Yuvraj has taken 2 minutes 24 seconds. Toastmaster Deepak is on the bottom line, exact 3 minutes. Toastmaster Shraddha has taken 3 minutes and Toastmaster Tanish has taken 1 minute 56 seconds. In the race against the clock, the real winner is the one who finds the courage to speak. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Now, without wasting my time, I would like to invite the handsome Hulk of our club, Postmaster
Thank you so much, Alex. For warmers and sun, welcome. That was warmer than sun. So, first of all, I have one question to all of you. Why you guys were so tenacious to not to use any filler words, and like you couldn't find any. There are only one or two speakers who used, and they were really few. In fact, I have topped the chart with. I was mindful of mine, so I have used it 4 or 5 times. Otherwise, I couldn't find. So kudos to everyone, and everyone has done commendable. That's all.
Now it's time to welcome the grammarian of today's meeting. He is very confident. Okay. Well, now,
Good afternoon, everyone. Everyone spoke very beautifully, and you see how they made this everyone was. And I'm going to cut to the chase and present my report. So, a lot of speakers use both word of the day and the idiom. TM Sangeeta, TM Bhavani, TM Shri, TM Deepa, TM Shraddha, and TM Kishan use word of the day. And the idiom of the day was used by TM Shri the most time. She used it 3 times. TM Anuj, TM Anmol, TM Yuvraj, and TM Deepa. There were a few grammatical errors, but most of you spoke error-free. A few I'd like to mention. Someone spoke in the speech in these such things, we could say such things. And I just go office, I just go to the office. And out of 10 of the people, only 4 of the people, you could say only out of 10, only 4 were selected. Now I'd like to mention some of the quotes, thoughts, or words that I really like. TM Sangeeta said, opportunities will come and go. TM Anuj mentioned, hold your horses or bring the rabbits out of your hat. TM Anmol said, we're not being invaded, we are the invaders, which is beautiful. And TM Trisha said, I aim to become a better version of myself, which is everyone should try to do that. And Priyanka said, action speaks louder than words. And at last, T.L. Marshmallows mentioned perfection is a movement. Sorry if I missed someone, there were many other beautiful lines. And a few words, anticipation, conforming, exhibit, defeated, rival, frightening, a few of them. Thank you.
thank you. Thank you for that. Now I would like to invite our Paji Toastmaster Lakhvinder Singh. Toastmaster Lakhvinder Singh, please come on the stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anuj. Listening is very important and it's everywhere. If you are listening to your body, it's very important to listen to your body, to nature, and to your wife, for sure. So, are you ready for the most interesting session? Because I am ready with very tough questions today. So let me start with very tough question of entire meeting. Okay, are you ready? Okay. My first question is, which house Toastmaster Anuj belongs to? It is the toughest one. It's house X. Everyone knows it. Oh wow, you are so great. And another one, three power of Toastmaster, which Toastmaster Shirin stated in the beginning, are, yeah, Toastmaster Anuj.
One is excellence, service, respect, and what is the fourth one?
No. Three power of Toastmaster Shireen stated in the beginning today.
Acha, I.
Toastmaster Deepak.
Yeah, it's the power of listening, power of speaking, and forgetting the third one. Sorry.
Learning.
Learning,
It's
yes.
power of learning. Great. You are listening very thoroughly. That means. So now we have what Toastmaster Tushit told, how we are treating our life like. Anyone? Okay, it's machine learning model. Okay, now a little fill in the blanks. Okay, Toastmaster Ayushi track her package like dash mission. Sorry. NASA mission. Yeah, correct. From Toastmaster Ashima, life is a dash, not dash.
Yeah.
Anyone?
Life is something journey, not destination.
No, life is a moment, not arrival.
Yes.
And I think I have limited time. The last one. I think everyone is listening very positively. So I think everyone answered my question earlier in during evaluation itself. So last question is, who given this quote? Failing to plan is planning to fail.
Benjamin Franklin.
Sorry?
Benjamin Franklin.
Done. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Anuj.
Thank you. I think we are running out of time, right? So it's time for vote. The voting link is live in Facebook. Guys, please cast your vote as soon as possible. Don't waste your time, as we are already running out of time. Can please show any card after 1 minute? Yeah. Right. Vanilla, we will get the. Yeah, because there are no people. Okay. Please, guys, please vote. Please vote. Please vote. It is your right. Yeah. So first, for the speech available. So I would like to congratulate you. You have done, which is a lesson for everyone. So when you introduce your speaker, so as an evaluator, your duty is not only evaluate the speech. Your duty is to give confidence to your speaker. When you use some adjective to introduce your speaker, it morally boosts. So very nicely done, Professor Rabani. I think everyone should learn from you, and everything is fine. You have taken the CLC approach. So you have mentioned the speech details, the good part of the speech, the recommendation also. Yeah, that is from my side. The second evaluator is Toastmaster Lux. First, Toastmaster Lux. What should I do later? Yeah. Toastmaster Lux. First, this is my recommendation. Please switch on the camera because it will attract the audience. And And I think you also do a very good speech evaluation. There are few suggestions from my side. So we know that the speech evaluator will came with the CRC approach, commentation, recommendation, commentation. You don't need to say that. So you have some limited time. I think utilize as much as you can. And I would like to suggest you maybe you can show, you can show how show the example of that speech, that hand gesture. Maybe you will stand up and you will imitate your speaker movement. That will put forth moon, which I can say in the Chan. The next speaker is Toastmaster Tajinder. Toastmaster Tajinder, yeah, so he is also taking the CRC approach. He is saying the good part of the speech and then the recommendation. I would like to suggest from my side, maybe Toastmaster Tajinder, you can ask some question to the audience to make your speech evaluation little more engaging. Like, how many of you become a leader? Or maybe something. This is my example, and I really like the ending of your evaluation where you are using something like when your action something and to become more something you are closing your speech evaluation with a quote. That is very nice. Now, first Toastmaster Yuvraj. Toastmaster Yuvraj, in the speaker introduction section, you are using feedback is the breakfast of the champion, and there is no link after that. So I would like to suggest if you use this part in the second part of your speech evaluation, when you are actually evaluating your speaker and everything is fine, you are also taking the CRC approach. You are also saying the stage movement. Maybe you also can imitate this. You also can show the speaker by imitate the speaker. Maybe in you can maybe you can use the exact part of the speech. Next, the next, it is quite difficult for me for today. The next speech evaluator is Toastmaster Deepak. Toastmaster Deepak, there is a recommendation from my side. At the first, your volume was low, so I would like to recommend that please do a audio video check at the starting of your speech, and after that everything is good enough. You are doing all these things. There is no other recommendation from my side. The next is Shraddha. Wow, what an evaluation. She is doing everything. She is asking questions for the audience engagement. She is using the stage. She is giving example. Everything. One suggestion from my side is in your speech, there are too much my targets. Maybe you can say the orator in the targets. You don't need to use the same one. Please refrain yourself from using the same one. That is one solution from my side. And next is Toastmaster Tanish. Toastmaster Tanish, you have taken the good approach, the CRC approach also. First you recommendation, and then first you did the commendation, then recommendation, and then comment. I think you also can do some voice modulation, like the power of success. You can do this in your when you are introducing your speech. Yes. That is from my side for the speech. We will now come to my colleagues who are in my team. First, Taiman Nanda, as I said earlier, kudos that you have taken the speaker role and the timer role at the same time. So you give a good description of your role. One session for me, maybe you can add something for the audience engagement, maybe, or you can add some stories while describing your role. It will grab the attention of the audience. And second, Toastmaster Kitchen. Toastmaster Kitchen, one thing I would like to say, if the audience doesn't like the nervous thing, so I feel you are a bit nervous. Everyone in there is, you will not find anyone who is errorless. Everyone has error. So this is my suggestion to you: practice more and take more roles to become more courageous, to become more good. And you in the second part, you are little bit more confident. So this is a good part. And the grammarian, I must say, she is very confident. They said earlier. Thank you for joining our club. We need confident people like you. And so you did everything nice. As you can. When someone is using some good word or good grammar, so you are address them by their name. And when someone like me, who are not that good enough, who has done several mistakes, you are saying someone is doing it. That is a very good approach. There is no feedback on my side. Taking more role, maybe we'll thank you for joining. And we will, every day we learn so many things from people like you who are very confident. And then it's time for Toastmaster Latvinder. Toastmaster Latvinder is the listener, and I think he's a tough listener. So one of the suggestion from my side is maybe you can chalk out the question a little easier. It will be very beneficial for people like me, right, who has little, who doesn't have so much concentration. Yeah, that is from side. And there is another thing I would like to congratulate Toastmaster Sangeeta. So when Toastmaster Nanda is giving a speech, so Yuvraj is saying, I will time. But there is no one who has that thought that if I will not make Yuvraj co-host, then he will not able to present the timer card. So kudos to Toastmaster Sangeeta. At the same time, you did that. That is very well done. And all of this from my side. Thank you so much. I hope you have enjoyed me as your general evaluator. Maybe I am full of error, but I am doing so many things to become good each and every day. I think it is a process. You don't need to stop, and there is no stop. So this is from side. This is from my side, and I like to hand over the stage to our president.
Now I come with the results, and today there was no one who would be sending me the message. It was me. Therefore, I was the one who wanted to see how many people have voted and who is the winner. For me, everyone is, to be very honest. And when I see anyone who's being like in the tie session, I'm like, oh my God, I really, I should not be saying this, but I really get anxiety. Because now who is the one? Now who is the one? So I can relate people who are the whole master what goes through in their minds. Now let's not waste any more time further and give the results. So who do you think is the best speaker?
Is it not Toastmaster? Toastmaster, either Toastmaster.
Ashima.
The member of
Toastmaster.
Okay, let me say, the person who invaded
Toastmaster Anmol.
Toastmaster Anmol. I hope everyone has voted for big two role players as well because I have definitely got the results. Okay, now for evaluator. There was a tie between 4 people, then there was a tie between 2 people, and then we had to run towards people like please vote, and then we got 1% person, and I think so the person should be coming here. It's Toastmaster Deepak.
Deepak.
Toastmaster Deepak, a lot of your certificates are here, so you have to come ASAP. Now for the best role player. So this is for the best off role player. It is the person who actually gave such tough questions because I was preparing the whole session and still I couldn't answer. And it's Toastmaster Lakshman. And now for the big two role players, I just want to thank both of the person, Toastmaster Anuj and Toastmaster Shivi. Both have done a wonderful job, and but there is one winner, and it is Toastmaster Shivi. Now, as we come to the end of the section, I just want to know the feedback from our guests. Yeah, you can just take 30 seconds, just one or two sentences. You can just come here and say, yeah.
I have given feedback from the people.
Okay. Oh, awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. We can take.
You can wait for the whole meeting.
We can take that.
For the whole meeting.
Whatever you felt, how was the section meeting?
For the overall event. The event is so well maintained. There are rules and regulations like the timer, and there are role players. I haven't heard about them before. So, and the people here are so much generous and eager to share and learn. So that was really amazing for me. And the number of people are still less. I thought there would be 20 to 30 people, but still there are. They are not present here.
Yeah.
Okay, that was really still. So my experience was really amazing here. And as I said, I would like to join as a speaker in next meeting. And I would also like to learn the rules and regulations here. I noticed whenever any of us use like the idiom or the word of the day, people did like this, and I was being left out. I thought what they are doing. So I need to learn that, and that's it.
For the feedback, and I must say thank you all of you because I know we have a single time and every speechathon it happens. And because of this, I also realized we should have a paper or a chief judge's conference, any kind of paper so that we can actually vote people. Because definitely, I know Anmol is the winner, but again, how many people of us can remember everyone's speech? Therefore, if we can have that judge's ballot, we can actually give points to the members, and it would be more unbiased and it would be better. So next speechathon, we would definitely do that. And thank you everyone for staying with us. And with that, I'll adjourn the meeting, but it's not done yet. We have to take a picture as well. So Toastmaster Deepak, could you take our picture? We can stand here and there.
Yep, yep,
You can stand here. We can stand here.
yep.
We can remove the spotlight.
Yeah, I have removed the spotlight. And if people on online can give emoticons, that would be great. Okay, smile, please. Your smile is beautiful, all of your smiles. And I really loved
Join.
that. Yeah. Anmol, we cannot see you. Anmol, come. You are the winner today. Okay, come ahead. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. Smile, please. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a nice
Thank you.
day.
Thank you.
Bye
Cheers.
bye.
Bye bye
Thank
bye.
you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.